Chat. Chat. Yo, I just went on Instagram. Yo, I don't even care. This could be part of the vlog because it's the same people that follow me, until YouTube start pushing it. It's going to be a little minute. But yo, tell me why niggas is crashing out on my page right now. I ain't gonna lie, if you watching this, go to my page. And it's a video I got of me and a girl that I dated. It was a free trial. It was 11 days. It was a little free trial relationship, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was in the cart fully. Niggas returned it back to sender. We both hit return. The past few days, I've been telling y'all I've been dealing with my ex. She's still crashing out. Like, bro, if you watching this, go to my page and look at all the comments in my posts from these random ass pages. That's her on these random ass pages crashing out, son. And look, chat, check this out. I mean, I'm glad I'm doing this shit right here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm getting some motion going in a whole nother platform. And that's what's up and shit. But yo, chat, check it out. This girl is actively on her story right now telling people to report my page, to get my page taken down. Chat, I'm only at 1,900 followers. I literally have spent my entire life, as long as Instagram has been an app, a thing, to get to 1,900. Like, some people would be like, some people don't even get 1,000, you know what I'm saying? So they respect it. And some people would be like, oh, that's not even big numbers. Either way, don't get me wrong, what's lost can always be replaced. But bro, that has literally been hours of time and work put in to, one, go outside and meet some of these people, to fucking do the networking online, go into this page, that page, this page, to end up and meet certain people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Certain people sharing me here and there so that people go and follow my page and shit because they fuck with what I'm doing. For me to have to start all over is going to be so demoralizing. And I'm not going to lie, it will show me something about myself because I seem to lose shit and always get it right back. So it's not like it's going to be showing me something about myself that I need to know. It's going to just be putting it more so out there for other people to see because I know what I'm capable of and what I can do. So it really wouldn't be doing nothing for me but just showing y'all. And my thing is, I'm not really necessarily where like I want to show anybody. I don't want to have to sit here and start from scratch to get all of like my stuff back up and shit like that, But my thing is, she's doing it because I won't take down the video of me and her. My biggest thing is, chat, the entire time, all she's done, literally, since we started speaking to each other and things got like involved with each other, is she's done nothing but orchestrate this whole entire thing. And it makes sense because she's the boss of a dance group. And like, on top of, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to come for every female because I know it's not every female, but females do tend to have the thing. People in general do tend to have a thing, but I feel like it's like it'd be killing a girl's soul when she's not in control of shit, especially when she's used to being in control of shit. And the moment she starts to feel like she's losing control, like certain people like that, they start crashing out. So it's like you're sitting here and you're crashing out because you don't have any control over the situation. You did have control over the situation at one point in time, but you were making decisions and not thinking about what was gonna happen when you made those decisions. The reason the video ended up on my page in the first place is because she wanted to post it, and I didn't want my partner at the time, to feel a type of way about me not reposting the video of us up together, on my page as well. And plus, I figured it could also look like, oh, why don't you want to show me off? You know what I'm saying? What, you got hoes you don't want to mess up or whatever? Like, you don't want to mess things up with your hoes or some shit. So I just didn't think it was a good idea to not post her, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, now that I did post you, especially kind of against me wanting to, now it's up. And on top of that, we was in a relationship, chat. We was in a relationship for 11 days. That fucking free trial of a relationship. Bro, as long as we was in a relationship for it, my biggest issue is like, I posted you on my page, right? I put you on my page where people can see me and follow me. Like, some of y'all that like I'm saying this about, like, or what I'm about to say, like, I'm talking about some of y'all. There are people that watch my page and stay tuned in with me and check on what the fuck I be having going on and shit via social media. So it's like, you sitting here and you making decisions and shit, and don't get me wrong, like, yeah, I made the decision to go along with it too, but it wasn't my idea. and I went along with it. And my thing is, now I have to deal with the repercussions and, you know, the whatever ramifications or whatever it looks like to people. I have to deal with that because I chose to make that choice. So what I chose to do was at least try to get behind it and control the narrative as much as I can. And how would I do that? One, by keeping keeping it on my page. That's one. And not taking it down immediately when we broke up. That was one. And then two, I partially blame my producer, but I decided to make a song because if I'm gonna go through some bullshit, like, in the words of DDG, shout out Daryl Graham Jr. His name's Daryl Graham. I probably said it wrong, but fucking shout out DDG for real, cause like he said, if I'm gonna go through some bullshit, I might as well fucking monetize off it. Which is why I'm vlogging right now. Like, I know there's something that DDG 1000% will do. It's funny too, DDG younger than me, he be putting me on the hella shit. I've been watching DDG since I was like in college, and he was kind of the reason I even decided to be a YouTuber. And then I found music, and then I put YouTube to the side because I'm a perfectionist, and I didn't like the quality that I was given of my videos, like the way it looked from the cameras the phone camera I had. I didn't like the quality, so I kind of stopped and just pursued music and stuff. But I didn't think, oh, not YouTube, let me go to music. It was like, I'm doing YouTube, and then I found music and said, well, I'm gonna let YouTube go and then stick with music. So my thing is, I've been doing all of this shit all my life. You know what I'm saying? All my life I've been grinding. You know what I'm saying? All my life I've been grinding. Her doing this shit and putting it to where like she's trying to like fuck me, like really trying to fuck up my reputation and everything I got going on, all because she doesn't like the fact that I have a fucking video up of her, is really blowing mine. And yeah, you could be like, the easy solution is just take it down. Like I was saying, and I might have deviated from the plot. Her thing is always controlling things. And my thing that I'm trying to show her is, miss, you're older than me. It's no reason you don't know that your actions don't have consequences. It's no reason that you're just out here moving off of just how you feel and off your emotions and then thinking everything is gonna be okay. The reason she doesn't really understand why, she thinks I'm like being thirsty, or she's trying to say I'm stalking her, or like I'm obsessed with her or something like that because I couldn't wait to talk to her. No, you just can't understand a nigga like me. Point blank period. Most people can't understand me, you know what I'm saying? The people I keep around, even they only can understand me to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? My own family and parents and stuff like that don't even fully understand me and the decisions that I make at times. And what Mary J. Blige say? When you step into my life and you see what I see. If you look at my life and see what I see. I had it fucked up first. If you look at my life and see what I see. You know what I'm saying? You niggas don't see what the fuck I be seeing. And my thing is, I've been sitting here and I've been working hard and doing all of this that I can. I'm still going hard, still working, and you're sitting here trying to knock me back a few steps, all because you're upset because of a fucking video that you chose to put up, and now you're mad because the person you chose to put it up with doesn't want to take it down. My thing that I'm getting at is, miss, you should have thought about that before you chose to post it. And the only reason I'm standing so hard on business is because you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose how everything plays out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, when shit was going on, I was just doing the best to control the things that I could control, but I can't control another person. And as much as I would have liked to have control of the situation, I don't do things to manipulate a situation. I just be me, and if me being me causes you to move a certain way and to meet me with a certain energy, that's one thing. But I'm not gonna move one way intentionally to get a specific response or desired outcome or reaction. If I move that way, it's because that's actually how I felt and what I wanted to do, not to get something, not to orchestrate something specific. You know what I'm saying? So it's like her, I don't feel like that was ever her. I feel like because what happened was, let me tell y'all the story, chat. Fuck that. Let's have a story time, chat. Let's really get into it while I'm sitting here rolling this up. So I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna do the little, I'm gonna clip it and let's get into the story time since I'm done rolling my spliffy. So let me clip it. 1, 2, 3, go. Temperature keeps rising when we're body to body. Vibes are never lying when we're body to body. She's you and me, baby, body to body. If If you want this, then just give a time and place. Story time, chat. I was talking to this dancer that I met last year. This dancer, actually, fuck it. If we gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it all, because that's just where I'm at. The fuck's been left the building. I'm gonna keep it a band. The fuck's been left the building. I'm gonna tell it all now. So now, last year, I met a dancer. Her name was Maria. Maria that y'all saw on the vlog from the other night. Me and Maria was chatting, right? Now, this story, I'm gonna keep it real short and brief because there's not much to talk about. It was at a point in time, this was during the summer it started. It was during the summer. I'm trying to see I'm looking for the hoes. Where they at? Too many niggas, where the bitches at? That's what type of timing I was on. I'll get me a haircut and start acting up on my story. So I get me, you know what I'm saying? I go on my story. I added Maria to my private story. There was a little flirtatious messages and pictures and stuff sent. And because of some of the messages and pictures sent, I upped it. You know what I'm saying? I upped it. I took it somewhere I didn't really need to take it. And like I said, I'm going to tell the whole story. So it's no shame in my game. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes girls be with it. Sometimes girls don't be with it. It's a little weird. I ain't going to sit here and pretend like it's not a little weird. But it's worked before. So look, I'm trying to explain myself. But I really don't give a fuck. But what it is, I sent her a video of me and another girl hooking up. She didn't really like that. And I understandably so, because like I said, some girls don't like it. Some be with it. So that was one that wasn't like it, you know what I'm saying? Oh well. So it turned out that was something that actually really made Maria uncomfortable. And I did kind of feel bad about that because see, this is when it be shit like this, why I be sparing, why I be keeping quiet, and I be trying to spare people, because even though I may talk about me, and I may start to seem crazy, when I start telling the whole fucking truth, when I tell the whole truth, everybody starts looking crazy, not just me. It just looks like, damn, you nigga, you should have just excluded yourself if this was how crazy it was looking. But I be doing shit for the plot, I be doing shit for the plot, I know, and I need to stop doing that. But I'm so sorry, Maria. I'm so sorry that you're about to be a casualty of war. I hope what I'm about to disclose doesn't fucking, hurt you. And this is why people shouldn't play with Capricorns, because not only will I come as a firing squad for just you, I'm shooting at you and your mans, your homies, and everybody could get it too. Shit, nigga, I might even fucking friendly fire. I'm taking the whole place is coming down with me. We all going out in a fucking blaze. And that's why I hate being like that as a Capricorn, because I'll start saying shit that I really don't. I'll start saying and doing shit, taking it too far. But my thing is, did I start it though? No, exactly. My thing is, why would you play with somebody and start with somebody when you didn't know or wasn't prepared where they was trying to take it? I was being calm for y'all, not for me. Not for me. I know what the fuck gonna happen when I tweak, and I know what's gonna happen if something happened to me. I'm trying to make sure y'all are safe and good, because once I start tweaking, it's up. But I'm tweaking now, so. The reason I sent Maria those videos is because I didn't see myself dating Maria. I'm gonna keep it a band. I liked Maria as a person. She's mad cool, and I think she's a really sweet girl. To be honest with you, after up till now today, I wish I hadn't did that, because I think me and Maria could have been cool. I'm like, as far as like dating wise, like I think that could have been a cool thing, to be honest with you. And I know for a fact, because of what Maria's been through, I would not be going through this shit if I would have just stayed with Maria or tried to like talk it out with Maria. Like this, like even if me and Maria fell out, what's going on right now, Maria wouldn't be putting me through this. I know for a fact, one, because she's an unbothered queen, like me and Arthur like to call her. Really, he be calling her that, but yeah, she is. And two, the reason I didn't take Maria seriously and I was just only looking at her like sex is because Maria had a boyfriend at the time. Now, most people, y'all know, if not even just niggas, I know for a fact niggas know how the fuck I feel. You got a boyfriend and you talking to me, you think I'm gonna cuff you? I know niggas feel how I feel, but I'm sure even females, y'all feel the same way too. Like, I'm gonna cuff you when you was just cheating on the last person you was with. or whatever. Wait, really? I'm not cuffing you. I'm not cuffing you. I'm not cuffing you. And that's where I was at. But what I didn't know, see, here's what I didn't know though, chat. What I didn't know was, I ain't gonna lie. All right, chat. What I didn't know was she was being in an abusive relationship. The nigga that she was dating, that nigga was abusing her or whatever. And I'm gonna be honest, chat, this is word of mouth. I've never seen no actual evidence. I'm not calling Maria a liar. You know, I have no reason to believe that she would lie about that, or the people that told me, because Maria didn't tell me. The people that told me, I have no reason to believe that they would lie about that. But the reason I'm saying I didn't see her physically witness is because this has to do with somebody else's name. And I'm not about to tear down. I'm definitely not about to tear down another black man right now with mad black men being torn down. Whether the man might be right or wrong, if he's wrong, I'm just staying out of it. Somebody asked me, I'll tell you my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, and I will give you my opinion, I don't think highly of her ex. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like coming for an individual today, right now. I don't feel like coming for that nigga right now. He's not the objective of this. But supposedly that was the story, you know what I'm saying? And because that was the story, when I found out, I was like, oh, I should apologize for treating her like that, because don't get me wrong, the one time I think it's perfectly fine for a female to cheat, and I'm gonna keep it a band, chat. I don't care how niggas feel. Don't get me wrong, yes, walk away. But we all know there's so much more like to a relationship, especially an abusive relationship and stuff like that. And it's not always just as easy as that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you care about that person, and she has a big heart. So my thing is, when I found out that's what it was, I was like, oh, well, I thought about actually trying to like lock in with her after I apologized and shit. But how the timeline proceeds itself is, before I could do that, I end up, now, I said I'm going to tell the whole story and nothing but the truth. I'm going to keep it a band. Even though I did end up at Nigel's, what it was is, we were supposed to have rehearsal. I believe it was the 4th of July. It was on a Thursday. It was also one of the girls in the group's birthday. And it was a decision between going to her crib or going to Nigel's crib and chilling. Some people went to her crib. Me and Arthur, we ended up at Nigel's crib. My friend Arthur or whatever. Y'all saw him on the last one. We ended up at my ex Nigel's crib. Nigel started flirting with me indiscreetly, because she's actually not saying the flirting things she's saying to me at first. She's saying it to Arthur. I hear though. Then it becomes this with me. And then it becomes a what's name, next thing you know what I'm saying? It's just us, we drunk. One thing lead to another. And you know what I'm saying? Fast forward and boom. But what it is the reason I was saying that is because even though I did make that decision, yes, I didn't necessarily plan on getting in a relationship. I wasn't even sure how much I was about to fuck her, for real. Cause Nigel, I just really used to look at Nigel like, damn, the ass is fat, and I would definitely hit. I was like, I would definitely take that shit down. And that was really the initial goal. It was the ass. I'm not gonna lie, chat. It was the ass. The ass caught me. The ass was assing. The ass was fat. The ass was assing. And like I said, we danced together. Some of the dances they was doing was real sexual. And when that ass got to moving, that ass was moving. You know what I'm saying? And that was my issue. But then after talking to each other and getting to know each other, we had a lot in common. You know what I'm saying? And as a person, up till now, I did fuck with Nigel. I fucked with Nigel heavily. But, like I said, with the orchestrating shit, after me and her started talking, me and Maria are no longer thinking. And now one thing I didn't know until later on down the line, Maria and Nigel had a talk. Now, Arthur told me that they did it because that's what Maria said. Maybe Nigel might have said it too. But Nigel said to me that they had a talk. Now, what reason she had to lie to me about that, I don't know. So me not feel she lied about that. I don't know why she would lie about that. So I don't think so. But lying to Arthur or lying to the group to try to downplay the wronging or anything that might seem wrong on their end, I 100% expect that from modern day females. Shit, modern day people. I'm gonna stop bringing it back to females. I'm trying not to bring it back to females because niggas do this shit too. Deadass. So what happens is, like I said, story time. Let me not lose the plot. Me and her hook up. Now we're hooking up on the low. We didn't just come out like, oh, we hooking up, guys. I come to practice one day, and one of her friends. Now, like I said, I'm gonna tell it all. Sam probably gonna see this. Sam, I thought you liked me. I'm gonna keep it a band. Sam, I thought you thought I was attractive. But I thought you was attractive too. I'm gonna keep it a band. Out of everybody in that bitch, don't get me wrong, everybody, all of the girls on that dance team, they're all beautiful, talented women. You know what I'm saying? But Sam, I got a thing for tall women, y'all. And it might also be a little bit of an imprint thing because I've only really been in love with 2 people, and one of them was a tall girl. And my thing also is I want to give my kids the best. I want to be a father. I would love to be a husband too one day, but I definitely want to be a father. And I want to give my kids the best chances at any and everything they choose to ever want to do. So if that means also trying to find me a tall, beautiful black queen, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look for a tall, beautiful queen. You know what I'm saying? To add, because I'm not the tallest. I'm only like 5'9", 5'10". You know what I'm saying? But I do have tall people in my family. I probably would have been taller if I didn't do things that stunt your growth. That have been proven to stunt your growth. I did a lot of things that stunt your growth. I probably could have been a little bit tall. I probably could also did some things to help my growth. But we're here now. But I still believe in my gene pool. It's very possible for me, especially if I get with a tall female, I can have some tall kids. So yes, Sam had my eye. Like I said, they all look pretty though. And like I said, I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was being single. Sometimes being single. But I wasn't going to come in there and be a fuckboy. I'm going to keep it a band. I wasn't going to come in there and fuck all of them. I'm going to keep it a band with you. Now, if they all decided to sit down and be like, yo, let's all fuck this one guy, you know what I'm saying? I doubt that would ever happen. Like on like some orgy threesome type shit. I'm a freak. I ain't going to lie. We could have had a Diddy freak off. I'm not a Diddy disciple, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All jokes, y'all. But I did like Sam. I'm going to keep it a band. But they're all pretty, y'all. I'm sorry. I did like Sam. She's the one I actually wanted after I met everybody. Even after I was talking to Maria, I'm gonna keep it a band. Maria's pretty, but Sam got some ass on her too, and she tall. And she funny too. But anyways, I came into practice. Sam did something that let me know she probably finds me attractive. Sam did multiple things that made me feel like Sam thought I was attractive, because Sam has never came out her mouth and said those things to me right. Alright, my bad, chat. I'm currently running low on data on my fucking phone. I need to get a new phone, and it clipped me. Had to go delete the old vlogs out my phone. So yeah, what I was saying was, Sam never actually said that she was attracted to me. These is all based off of speculation. It was just a bunch of little things. I'm not gonna get into it and make the story longer. But after I noticed it, I brought it to somebody else. They said, yeah, it's possible she likes you. Like, just a friend. They said, I would have thought that too. And then when I also brought it up to Nyjah, she felt like, yeah, it's possible of these things being true as well. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to what we're practicing, dancing, dance practices are for anyways, the day of the performance. She has a friend there, right? It's 2 friends. And this is, remember, y'all, stay with me. Don't lose the plot. I'm talking about how I felt like she orchestrated this entire time. Like I said, she's had this conversation with Maria. Maria pretty much said you could have that nigga for the most part. That's basically what happened. All right, cool. Now we're talking. This is where I start to feel like she's orchestrating shit outside of just being genuine. We're at the showcase. She has this one friend. This one friend is low-key trying to chat it up with me the moment she meets me. I don't remember this friend's name, so she won't be named. While we're outside, it's me, Nyjah, Arthur. I think Maria may be there, but I just know it's only out of guys that was there, it was me, an artist named Where's Wayne, and there's Arthur. And then I think Where's Wayne's sister might have been there. But then after that, those are the only 3 guys. Arthur's gay. I remember her saying something that she didn't find Wayne attractive, or Wayne wasn't her type, or Wayne wasn't her type. That's Nyjah messaging me, crashing out right now. Wayne wasn't her type. And then there's me. This girl decides to ask, so who's single? Now, she knows most of the girls that's there. She not trying to date them girls. She trying to figure out if I'm single or not. That's literally, like, Arthur's gay. You said you don't like the other guy. I'm the only guy there. And while you're saying this, your body is facing my body, giving me your body, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have your attention. When she says this, I don't raise my hand, because even though, yes, I am single, I'm sleeping with her friend. I'm sleeping with Nyjah. Nyjah don't raise her hand. I look at Nyjah and I see we look at each other. I go, all right, cool. And I smile. I'm like, good. Then she goes, well, you know, I mean, I haven't been asked. I mean, I'm single, but I'm not necessarily single, you know, type. And then that led to us having a conversation. She kept kind of saying this. So I was like, and to be honest, at this point in time, I was considering it, but it wasn't necessarily like I was trying to hop in a relationship. Like I said, we dated for 11 days. And before that, this was only probably like a week or two. Literally, after that happened or whatever, when it was happening, I just decided to, like, all right, well, I'm fucking her and shit, and I don't want to look bad like I'm just trying to be a fuckboy in front of. Really, to be honest, amongst the people that I felt like I cared about their opinion, the dance group, I did care about their opinion because I started to look at them. I don't want to say as friends because I'm not quick to pass that out, but yes, well, Arthur's my friend. Arthur was my only actual friend there. Everyone else, I was like, well, this is like a business thing, you know, they kind of feel like family. Things felt cool, you know what I'm saying? Like family vibes. So I wasn't trying to be a dickhead. So I was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all in. I'm already fucking you. And it's not like I'm about to go out and fuck somebody else, because I don't like fucking multiple people at once. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be with somebody and especially if it's unprotected sex, because we did have unprotected sex, but if I feel like there's potential there, might have unprotected sex. But we was drunk. That's why the unprotected sex happened, and I didn't have a condom. But at the same time, me and or her, like, just how I move and how she moved too, I just don't sleep with multiple people at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I get checked frequently. If I don't think there's potential, or I think you out here being a skeezer, I'm wrapping it up. I'm keeping a band. And I know people should say, well, you never really know. I mean, I'm just going based off of, you know, the things that I see and put together or whatever. But it's still my prerogative at the end of the day. I'm telling way too much about myself, but I'm a grown man and got the right to do what the fuck I want to do. I don't got no STDs. I don't be giving nobody no STDs, okay? So what it was is after that, so then that was the first friend. There was a second friend that was there that asked me to go to the car and spoke with her. I don't know if this was after or before the single conversation, but either way, I wasn't going for it. Either way, I wasn't going for it, because I know what you're trying to do. She's like, anybody want to come with me to the car? She knows I smoke. She just saw me smoking. She was like, do you want to come with me to my car? I got weed or whatever. You could come with me to the car. We could smoke. Because after she asked everybody, she made it a one-on-one conversation. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. She asked a couple more times, but and then I just kind of, And then while we were sitting there, while she looked at her phone, I disappeared. I spun right out the room. So as far as when I was in a relationship with Nyjah, I was doing everything right, trying not to be a fuckboy, right? Now, I'm still telling the story about how I feel like she orchestrates stuff. So fast forward, things is cool and shit like that. It gets to where I went out to go make some extra bread. When I went out to do it, somebody played with me they was playing in my face, and I was ready to crash out that day. I did it. 1, because I knew how close I was to get in my crib. 2, I knew how hard I've been working at my music and shit, and I knew if I crashed out, everything was gonna be done. And I knew I had a girl that also was a single mom and had a kid, and I wanted to prove, like, you know, I do want to be a husband one day. It's not as big as I want to be a father. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking family orientated, and I'm like, if I have a family and I do have a wife and kids, I can't just be crashing out just because, even if somebody's sitting there provoking me, you know what I'm saying? I can't just be crashing out without a good reason. You know what I'm saying? I can't be sitting up in jail or dying without a good reason. I don't crash out. I wanted to. Bad. I wanted to hurt that man bad. For real. Because I was it takes a lot to be in a shelter and dealing with all the negative energies and shit that I had to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and then this nigga playing with me in my face when I'm just trying to get help and make some money. Yeah. So I tried to talk to her about it that day, but she was being a mom. She had other things on top of what she had going on, shit that I had going on too, and we just didn't get to talk about it that night. The next day, I woke up still kind of upset about that. We're talking, I'm about to get to telling her, but then I end up on crashing out on Instagram, like, you know, like saying whatever I'm saying on Instagram because I'm having family issues and I'm annoyed, and it happened quick. I didn't have time to tell her what was going on and stuff like that. And on top of that, it happened while I was waiting for a response from her. I was waiting on a text message from her. I could chat if it ever needs to, and I ever need to share the screen details. Whenever I deal with somebody, any type of sexual things, I keep the messages. I keep the messages so nobody can ever try to say I did some weird shit. Keep the messages. So, and if I'm gonna delete them because it's not too much of a thread or I just need something, I'm a screenshot. I still have the messages in my phone chat. If I ever need to, I will show the time frames and everything. I had to wait in between her responding to my message, and when that happened, I was crashing out. Then she sees on my Instagram that I'm crashing out before she even responds to my text, which is crazy. So you're on Instagram doing whatever the fuck you do without responding to my, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other things that could excuse that. So cool. Then it goes to, she's trying to figure out why I'm crashing out. What I'm crashing out about, I'm not too ready to talk about it because it's something personal to me. And once I tell her, I didn't want her to think that it also involved someone from my past, and I didn't want her to think that I had feelings for that person, because it was just a situation with someone that is in my family that it also relates back to that. And I'm not upset about like my ex, I'm just upset about what my family member did. That's what I'm upset about. And I'm just trying to figure out how to explain it without sounding like I didn't want to sound like a weak man or like a jaded man or like somebody who's bitter. And I was just trying to figure out how to explain it to her best. So I was trying to link up with Arthur to get some advice on how to approach the situation. And it did drag on because when I finally linked Arthur, he was with somebody and I didn't want that somebody to know my business because I didn't know this person. So when I finally did get to telling her what happened, I drug it out over 4 to 6 hours. But there was messaging within those 4 to 6 hours. And the reason I bring that up is because later on she tried to say to Arthur that day that I didn't respond to her for hours, like mad long or some shit. So that was a lie. So then I end up getting home and explaining to her what happened. Now, some of the messages was long voice notes. Technically, I was still in the middle of speaking when she started to respond during the voice notes, and she cut me off. And all the messages didn't go through before she started responding. Then I was the last one to respond that night. She responded to something before I was done. I sent a message to clarify the questions that she already asked, which would have been clarified if she would have just waited. She got the message. And then I sent another message. She doesn't respond to me the rest of the night. Wake up next morning. Normally we say good morning to each other. I didn't have a good morning message from her, and I knew she was already up because I know her work schedule, and I knew she has to open and what time she has to get up for opening. Didn't get no message, so I didn't even trip. I say good morning. I don't get no response until the afternoon time. At this point, I know where the fuck this shit going. She about to tap out. She about to pack herself up. But I'm like, all right. Day goes on. I was actually not gonna respond. I respond after she responded that one time. I said what I said. I was gonna wait for her to respond and then just let time go by until towards the end of the night, say goodnight, and then try to figure out the next day what's going on, because I thought maybe she was going through something. So then this is almost the wrap of the story. So then we going back and forth. I'm trying to like work things out with her. I'm asking Arthur for advice, trying to do, because a lot of the time, a good portion of this, of us going back and forth through these messages, I'm ready to tap out. I'm not like, yo, you starting to stress me out, and it's too early. It's like, now you costing me peace today. You costing me my peace. You costing too much. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta get the step in, like Martin said. And because of that, she's sitting there. It gets to the point where I'm like, yo, I'm ready to send her back to her mom's house. I don't want this no more. Arthur's like, nah, bro, double down. Tell her, like, if you really want that relationship, fight for it. Tell her, you know, I doubled down even though I didn't want to. She break up with me to that text. I'm like, well, I'm a little pissed because I wanted to be the one to do it, but I'm like, fuck it, it's mutual at this point. Not all the way, because I did want to work it out, but it was costing me my peace. It's mixy, but it was kind of mutual. I guess the reason I don't want to say it's mutual because I want to be able to say it's not mutual when it benefits me. I'm gonna keep it a band. That's the one reason I can't always say if it's mutual or not mutual, because I am gonna switch up whenever I need for this specific reason to benefit what the fuck I'm about to say. Everything else though, I don't need to switch shit up. Just this one moment, because it was a little mixy. Because my thing is, she was upset because I wasn't venting to her about my past, or because I didn't trauma dump on her. And now because you're upset at me not trauma dumping on you, you're upset about that and you're getting mad at me. I'm the one that's having the emotional issue and the emotional trauma responses and shit, and that's actually having the real issues. How are you getting the issue with what the fuck I got going on and the problems that I have? You sitting here telling Arthur but not telling me what the fuck you feeling. And then what you telling Arthur, talking about something, I'm talking about something I wanted to crash out, and how am I supposed to feel? I didn't crash out. Everybody sometimes feel like they want to crash out. Sometimes, yes, you feel like you want to crash out. Whether you do crash out or not is what matters, though. I could think whatever the fuck I want to think in my head, but the moment I decide to act or do some shit on those thoughts is when I'm either right or wrong, or when I'm leaving it up to interpretation of whether I'm right or wrong. I could even think something in the moment. I could think it all I want, but the moment I decide to take the action of saying it out loud is when I'm leaving it up to interpretation of whether I was wrong or not by other people. And my thing is, like, you're entitled to feel how you feel, yes, but that situation was just mad crazy to me, and it was lame as fuck. I'm gonna keep it a band. I don't respect that shit at all. It was lame as fuck for you to want to leave me because you feel like I had some shit that bothered me emotionally, when not even like a whole week ago, like a few days ago or two ago, a few days before that, you telling me how you have yourself stuff that you don't want to address or let out just yet because it's tough to talk about. So how are you sitting here penalizing me for doing or having the response that you probably would have if it was something that you wasn't ready to talk about? I don't really know what your response is, but how from what you said, it likely leads me to believe. But either way, you still said it, and you said that, and I agreed with you and told you that that's how I feel. So it's not even like you didn't know in this conversation that like there's things that I'm not all the way comfortable just yet talking about. So she breaks up with me, and then that was the end of that. But I leave the video up because it was an 11-day relationship. That was a little embarrassing. Like I said at the beginning of this, there's people that's watching me. Being the case, I tried to do what I could to control the situation as best as I could for the decisions that I had made already. So being that I made those decisions, just deleting it, yeah, I could have deleted it, but I still had to live with the fact that I posted it and people did see it. So whether I posted it, take it down, I still have to live with the fact that the initial decision was made. However I decide to move after that, it still stems off the initial decision. People are going to think what they want, whether I leave it up or not. You know what I'm saying? Not only people that I invite to continue to have say something is new people that didn't see it in the initial place. That's the only thing, is that new people get to come in and say something as long as it's still up there. Like I said, I blame my producer. I've already told you I plan on doing something. But her thing is take the video down. I could take the video down, but miss, you are going to be a cover art. Unfortunately for you, and unfortunately for when people do artists wrong and they decide to go make a song or make some content out of it, I'm immortalizing you forever, unfortunately, because you're gonna live forever in this space of music and what it was inspired by, and you get to know that will forever live on. You know what I'm saying? You will forever live on, just like Billie Jean. And I can live with that because I'm not even really the song I'm making. It's really not disrespectful. I tell the truth a little bit, and I turn it into a bop. And then when I get to the bop part of it, I'm not even talking about you. I talked about you. It's a 2-half song. It's slow in the first half, and then I pick it up to have a party at the second half of the song. The first half is me kind of addressing it on some, like, you know what I'm saying, on some singing shit. It could be taken like, oh, I'm upset, but what I'm saying, you can tell, okay, I'm not upset. I'm just gonna move on. It's basically what I say in the song. That's all the song is, but I feel like I have to address it because, like I said, I'm not gonna go through some bullshit and not monetize off of it. I'm just not. So yeah, chat, if things start to go super left from here, it was probably because my page got taken down and I retaliated some more. You know what I'm saying? So right now she's currently talking about trying to get my page taken down, and she's currently talking about how she is going to report me to the police and say that I'm a stalker. So y'all pray for me and wish me luck. I'm not backing down from this. I'm not taking the video down. I don't care what nobody has to say, because my thing is, I'm not going to continue to let this person continue to orchestrate stuff in my life. When it was us and when I was involved with you and you were a part of my life, you had a chance to be able to do that. You have no say-so in my life whatsoever. You don't pay my phone bills. You're not responsible for, you don't pay my phone bills, you don't pay my Wi-Fi bill, you're not responsible for my image online, you're not responsible for how I promote myself, you're not responsible for my music, you're not responsible for a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, that deals with me. And that ties into me taking this video down. You're not responsible, you don't pay for nothing that I do. You made the decision to post it. You asked me if I thought it was a good idea or whatever that you posted, and you know, I said I'll post it with you. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, you didn't even really ask me to post it. You know what I'm saying? I decided to post it for real, ultimately. But my thing is just like how I decided to post it, I'm gonna decide to leave that shit the fuck up until I decide to take it down. Period. And you're sitting here, and it's just like, and I just got done calling her a Megan Thee Stallion ass bitch. Literally what I said to her. Because you sit here, you listen to Tory Lanez and all of this, and you ride for him and everything, and you say you don't like the whole situation with the Megan and stuff like that, but now you're turning around and doing the exact same thing, basically, that she did, lying on me, trying to get me caught up in legal trouble, or just fuck up whatever the fuck I got going on in my well-being and how I gotta support myself and the people that I'm trying to also support myself with. How, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even just me, it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you would do this, I'm so upset with myself for even choosing you as a person to be with. That's the most upsetting and depressing part about this, is that I chose you. You know what I'm saying? And there's still so much more about this female that I could say that I'm still not saying. I could be dragging this girl through the mud, and I'm not. Because that's what she's trying to do to me. She's on my page, she's calling me crackhead. I don't mind that one too much, because I call myself a crack baby in one of my songs. She's sitting here, she's saying I'm weird, I'm a stalker, I'm obsessed with her, and this, that, and the third. It's crazy, she's crashing out. But I'm just here not to explain my innocence, but to give my side of the story to my people. You know what I'm saying? To at least give my side of the story first. You know, as far as before any story. I ain't gonna lie, this might come out after she might decide to do some shit, like post a video about me or something. That it wouldn't be something that I've seen, but I'm recording it now before that happens, just so y'all see it. Right now, there's no video posted of hers talking about this. So if anything comes out before, just know I made this before that video, and I'm not gonna come back and rechange anything. You know what I'm saying? If anything was chopped up in the video, I didn't really want too much of me smoking, or the times when I was just sitting here getting my words mixed up or trying to get my words together. Other than that, this is gonna be a mostly uncut video. I'm gonna try to not cut this at all. Shit, I might not even cut it at all. It's a 19-minute video. Shit, I might post this, even though I have other vlogs, I might just post this just because, either today or tomorrow. Right now it's Sunday. It could be Monday, it could be Tuesday, I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but it's gonna get posted real soon. Actually, it's not gonna be today because my laptop, I can't do it on my laptop. So it's definitely gonna be a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday when I post this. Probably Thursday, because I have a vlog for Wednesday, and I'm not gonna let her fuck up my actual schedule and shit. She can get Thursday. Plus, she got a rehearsal and shit, I bet, Thursday and shit. Drop this shit on Thursday. You know, try to do it before a rehearsal, give them something to talk about, and get a girlie something to talk about and shit. You know what I mean? But, you know, I still wish them all the best. I don't wish nothing ill upon her or anybody at all right now. You know what I'm saying? But there's gonna become a moment when this whole thing, like, I'm still kind of smiling and shit. The shit's still funny to me. When I'm not laughing, when a Capricorn stops laughing, nobody's laughing. Dead ass. The only person I could say, sign that I could say when a Capricorn stops laughing, is Virgo and Gemini. One, because Geminis are fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? They might, you know what I'm saying, you'll stop laughing and start doing some shit, and then fucking they'll just start laughing right back, and now we're all laughing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then Virgos, because they be mad so many steps ahead. So many steps ahead, you know what I'm saying? And even then, they still can't take the trolling that a Capricorn can put out. And when I stop laughing, and it's not funny anymore, I'm still gonna be trolling. These trolls are just gonna be a whole lot more extreme. I'm not gonna, this is a girl. She thought about what I had to say. I sent some voice notes saying, cause I feel threatened. So I told her, I was like, if you fuck up any type of motion, actual motion I have going on, and make me have to restart or fuck up anything I got going on, we're gonna be actual real life enemies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna physically hurt you, have nobody physically hurt you at all or anything like that. But just like how you gonna fuck up everything I got going on, I know the shit that you got going on. I was around in your life. Look, actually, cause now I'm not even just talking to the chat. I'm talking to Nisha Banks. I was in your house. I know where you live. I know where you work. I know where you go to dance. I know your friends. I know some of your people. I'm not gonna do a damn thing to you. I'm not gonna have nobody do a damn thing to you or your people. Nobody's gonna physically get hurt unless y'all try to physically hurt me. And the reason I'm not trying to take it there, one, even though I could, one, it's no point. This really doesn't, like, even if that happened where y'all like you fucked up my shit, it would really be no point for real. I don't think violence is the answer. But I always think laughing is the answer. I'll laugh through everything. So if you think it's funny and you want to laugh, I want to laugh too. We can all laugh. But just know, I know how to fuck up a whole lot more of the shit to fuck up what you got going on. Only reason you're going for Instagram so hard right now, because you know that's the only thing that you can even try to fuck up. You know it. You could probably come over here to YouTube and shit like that and try that, but don't nobody fucking know what the fuck going on YouTube. So Instagram's all you got to try to fuck it up. You don't know where I record. You don't know where I live. You don't know none of that. I got all the dirt on you, miss. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Deadass, stop playing with me. Go find something safer to do. Go find something smarter, safer, more productive to do. Please. Because what you're doing, you're crashing out. It's sad. It's not a good look for us as black people. Even a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We could be doing things so much more productive. None of this actually could have probably all been avoided had we just had a talk. I tried to talk to you. You said you didn't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? I tried to talk to you multiple times and you didn't want to take the opportunity to talk. And then when you were ready to take the opportunity to talk, I gave you too many opportunities. I didn't give a fuck then. I didn't care. There's nothing to talk about now. You made your choice. You made your bed. Lie in it. Stand on what the fuck you were standing on. Stand on it just like how I'm standing on it. I'm standing on everything I've been standing on from day one. I'm standing on that shit. So miss, if you're gonna continue to take this on and push this further, if you fuck up what I got going on, be ready to stand on your decisions. Because even though you're way older than me, where you're at mentally, I can tell is younger than me. I need you to grow up, get a grip and tighten up, miss. Please. Get a grip and tighten up and act accordingly. Chill out, go read a book, learn a new dance move, go be a mother to your kid. I'm not saying you're not a good mother to your kid or you don't be a mother to your kid. I'm just saying that could be something other you could be doing with your time other than bothering me. Or thinking or wondering or caring about what the fuck I got going on my page. I'm not thinking about you. I haven't been thinking about you. Only time I think about you is when I talk to Arthur. Sometimes when I listen to certain songs, and those aren't positive thoughts that I think about you, you know what I'm saying? So no, I don't be over here reminiscing, wishing for you back. I really don't. When we was on the phone with Arthur the other day, I said hi to you. I was just saying that just to troll a little bit. I don't miss you. I don't want you. I've moved on. I don't even have somebody else, but I've definitely moved on from you. Please leave me alone. It's funny right now, it is. But when I stop laughing and shit starts when I stop laughing behind the camera and I'm actually irate behind the camera, because even behind the camera I'm laughing. When that stops, everyone will know it stopped. But then it's gonna start, then the laughing, this is gonna be a villainous laugh because I'm 1000% fine with being the villain. And it's not, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like the shit that I have planned in store for you. You're not. Fuck. Did you watch Power, miss? Did any of y'all watch Power? I'm talking to the chat now, but neither. Did you watch Power? I feel like fucking Tariq St. Patrick. You know who the fuck I am? I'm mad steps ahead of you. Chill the fuck out. I'm gonna end it on that one.